Welcome to the final rounds of the Sunshine Coast Premier League, sponsored by McDonald's. It's a game that's hot on everyone's lips this weekend as we travel to Maroochydore as last year's champions Noosa FC take on Nambour Yandina FC. Although tonight's game is played on neutral ground, tonight's action promises to be anything but. Noosa, who go into tonight's game with a good run of form, will be spurred on by having sealed the Premiership in impressive fashion. The Lions finished the normal season 5 points ahead of second place Nambour Yandina, having lost only 4 games out of 23 fixtures. Nambour Yandina finished the season in impressive fashion. The Reds have been the form team in the league for the last half of the season, having not lost a game since the end of June. It's hard to pick a favourite for tonight's clash, and player manager Corey Nix will be looking to inspire his team straight to the league final. A win for either team would mean avoiding a potential playoff game against Kawana or Caloundra next weekend.
look, it was pretty even. Without neither team really looked like they were going to create too many. I know there was a lot of half chances and everything, and we only ever felt that it would be set pieces from them that would really cause us problems. And credit to Josh, the free kick is top draw, and you know, we got to be a little bit better and make sure that if we're going to foul in certain areas, you can't afford. Especially, you know, they were all queuing up as well with the amount of players they got, the quality from there. When you got Callum, you got Scaffy, you got Corey, you got Josh. You know, one of the four could execute just as well as what Josh did. So, but you know, credit to Nambour. They've been gutsy, and last couple of years, obviously going from rock bottom to where they are now, it's a fair achievement for a lot of hard work that they put in. So, you know, congratulate them on getting to the grand final. It's always a good occasion, and whether we're there or not, you know, we wish them the best of luck.
Got another chance?
Yeah, I think we play Kawana, and so you know, again, it'll be another blockbuster. And had a great game against them last week where we managed to claw back a 3-1 when we were down 3-1, and but just little bits of execution tonight wasn't up to the standard of what we thought, and especially on this big field, we probably should have done a little bit better. The amount of areas we got into, not so much chances, but we did get ourselves into some promising areas on a number of occasions, but just didn't execute to the standard that we're used to probably. But like I said, we get an opportunity to look at the video, but great night for Nambour. When I first came up to the Sunshine Coast about 10 years ago, I always remembered how great a crowd that they had when they were a proper team, a proper top 4 team, and obviously haven't been there for a while. So it was nice to see, you know, a big crowd behind them again, and reward for all the effort that they put on the field as well. So it was good, real good atmosphere, good occasion, and yeah, hopefully we'll get another crack at them in a couple of weeks.
Obviously, you know, over the moon, but you know, a lot of to and fro in. Noosa quality side, you know, they didn't win the league for no reason, you know, and you know, that's off to them. You know, congratulations to Kev again for, you know, a great job done. But and I'm sure, you know, they're not going to go down lying as well, you know, lying down. So, but yeah, I think more so than ever, we had a little bit of a game plan. And you know, on the whole, it works. You know, I'm disappointed the way that we let them back in twice after just scoring. And you know, we've discussed as a team, you know, you're most vulnerable when you score. But you know, on the whole, I think over the night, 120 minutes. You know, I think you could, you know, safely say that I think we created the more clear-cut chances, and you know, in the end, you know, got one more than they did. It's as simple as that. So yeah, over the moon. You know, more so, you know, see how much it means. You know, the amount of fans we had here, tonight. You know, I've said that from the start. You know, every single week. But and I think having a squad obviously played its part in the end. You know, I've said, unfortunately, I've got the job of making those calls, and you know, coming into the finals is probably one of the strongest we've been all year, which, you know, is great for us. And a few disappointed, you know, players to not be on from the off. But you know, I say to them, all it means is they're starting. It don't it doesn't mean that, you know, we've got, you know, lads had an impact. You know, John O'Arth, you know, read through and through, and you know, over the moon for him. And I just think consensus all year has been, you know, if we can be solid, you know, as a unit, together, our quality will shine through, and you know, that's what it did. You know, Josh, you're getting the goals again. Yeah, we've got match winners in the team, as simple as that. So, you know, it's a pleasure for me myself, just work myself into the ground, you know, and just watch them go and do their thing. It's, you know, it's a coach and, you know, player's dream to have that quality around. So yeah, look, it's hard to single. You know, Dom. You know what? It's hard to single, but I would say Dom Williams, who is a Red through and through, that is, you know, been at the Reds, you know. And you know, since we've come in 4 seasons, worked with him from the junior teams into seniors. I had a few setbacks in football, you know, a few opinions go against him, but you know, it shows his character coming in, and you know, 16, maybe 17 now, you know, but years of age playing centre back in a tough competitive league, and in games like this, you know, that's what it's all about. You know, particularly for me. You know, being that leader and blood and flu. So, you know, I'm over the moon, simple as that. But, you know, job one done. Now, biggest jobs to come. And, you know us, we won't rest on our laurels. We'll regroup, we'll work, we'll recover, and we'll be ready to go again, whoever that may be. In 2 weeks' time.
Well, as long as you're maintaining that synergy that you've got right now, I reckon you're a good chance. So congratulations on the result tonight.
Yeah. And as always, mate, thanks. We're lucky to have you here, and I'm sure looking forward to the footage and seeing you again in the finals, mate. Thanks for the job you did.